double check, make sure I'm live. Am I live? Looks like I'm live. Sweet. All right. I'm not expecting too many people in here at the moment, but I'll get started anyways. All right. Bring up Pro Tools. See where I left off. And I've got a new space. If this people show up, I'll show it off. Just say hi in the chat if you are here, and if you're not, say hi then, even if you can't hear me now, asking you to say hi then. Cool. All right, so gonna bring up Alone in the Universe. I did a little bit of experimenting off stream. I attempted to reamp because I've got a real amplifier now that I can use. I mean, I've had the amplifier, but how's it going? Yeah, well, gotta advertise a little bit. But thanks for stopping by. I didn't expect people to kind of come in though while Ben's still streaming though. But yeah, so last time I streamed, I basically recorded all the guitars to another song. I'm just gonna mute that. Hey, it's Emrys. How's it going? Yeah, so I'm just gonna press play on this. Oh, no, not that. Just gonna press play real quick and just kind of hear where we're at with this song. If I were to look into the sky tonight. The vocals, I did like a real quick scratch vocal at the end of the last stream. So there's definitely some rough sections in it, but that's the goal for today, is to kind of record all the vocals and redo the solo. Looking back at me, and I'd be happy, so very happy just to know we're not alone. So I've got all the chiptune things going on up here. Hide that. Is everything underneath this moonlit sky really the only world I'll see? There's got to be something else out there. If someone's out there looking back at me, then tell me we're not alone in the universe. Oh no. Is that muted? Are we all alone? Because I didn't want it, but I can. Bit of acoustic guitar in there. If I stare into the moonlit sky and wonder where I am tonight, will I see anything? And if I call into the endless sea and listen for eternity, will I hear another voice? Maybe I will never hear a thing. And if I stare into the moonlit skies or fall into a dream tonight, see anything if I stare into the moonlit sky. And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know we're not alone. So I might change that from alternate picking to like more legato stuff, hammer-ons. I'll try it both ways and see. All right, so that is the song that I'm going to be working on. I just played through the track of what we got so far. I think the first thing I'm going to do is kind of redo the guitar solo. I got my Ernie Ball this time. I was using the Les Paul last session, but I think I'll use this guy for now. So the track's coming along, all the guitars are pretty much tracked, but I think... So, make a note. Well, finally back to able to play the drums again, so maybe I'll be able to shred on drums. Finally moved everything back down here, so I got a pretty good setup. Got the Mesa Boogie there. Might do reamping and stuff later on with the DI tracks. And yeah, let's see. But yeah, I hope that I can play some drums again for a little while at least. Yeah, drum stream. If I do drums on a stream, it will probably have to not be at 10 o'clock at night. But cool. Alright. Should be able to hear some guitars now. Let me know if you can't. So, one little question that I had was, in the solo, I kind of do like a kind of alternate picked. But I'm wondering if it might sound better to just do like I don't know what you think works better, like yeah, band practice down here, although everything's kind of different than it was back in the day. Might try it both ways, maybe and I can kind of splice in the one that I actually end up going with. So let's because the solo is going to be just center. It's not going to be like double tracked left and right. So like the alternate picking one sounds more show-offy. But this one sounds more smooth. So I don't know. Do I want to show off or do I want to be smooth? Probably go with tone. Yeah, bird's eye maple fretboard. if you can see that. And it's also got a little bit of flamies going on the back. I like it. Feels so good. I like this. I like this guitar a lot. So I'm glad I can finally use it now that Christmas is done. Wait, I want to point the camera a little more this way so you can see the guitar. Alright, I'm gonna track a couple times, and I'm probably gonna screw up the solo, because I always screw up the solo when I'm recording, but that's kind of the name of the game. When you're recording is when you play the absolute worst. Let's change this to beats and bars. Alright, so I guess I can start around there. Alright, let's try to record a pass on the guitar solo and see what happens. I think so. 1 through 6 are all on the Les Paul, so we'll have to remember that. So that's gonna be me screwing up. I need to give myself a little bit more volume too on my monitor mix. Hey, it's Trig Jegman. How's it going? We'll definitely catch the next stream that you do. If you do another music stream, Trig, at like 9 or something, or later on, I will definitely try to join in. See your mind at work. People haven't heard Trig Jegman's music. It's pretty dope. We're not, as people call it. So that wasn't the best take, for sure. Gotta warm up a little bit. Also, this guitar's strings are thinner than what was on the Les Paul, so my bends are definitely going a bit further than I'd like. So let's try that again. No, that wasn't a harmonic, that was just notes. We don't want just notes, we want harmonics. We're not alone. some mistakes in there, but I think I'll keep that in case I want to Frankenstein together an actual good take. Oh, what's going on? I don't want you to start there. I want you to start here, just before the solo. That harmonic. I want a different harmonic. No, that's the same. Like, I want it to be a kind of gross sounding harmonic, just not like just one note. We're not alone. Yeah, that's not clean. That's not clean at all. Let's do one more time. One more time for good measure. We're not alone. I keep messing up this one part. Like, I messed it up the other time. Gotta get that part right. Alright, let's try it again. We're not alone. Not that one. That one wasn't it. I don't want to spend too much time on this though. We're not alone. Get this right. Like if I can't get it right, maybe in the next 2 takes I'm gonna just start over. Or not, what am I saying? Not start over. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna switch to vocals and take a little and come back to it later. tone was actually pretty decent. I'm just gonna do one more take, whatever, if it's good or bad. Just one more take, just so I can have some material to Frankenstein into a better take. We're not alone. We're not alone. No, we're not Alright, so now what I just want to do, instead of doing the whole solo, I'm just going to go over those couple spots where I messed up the most and just get a... should be around here probably. So if I can start right there, just get that. It's like my pinky wants to go to the wrong string every time, and I end up like muting it. So let's see, where am I? It's not right about. Let's try it again. Again. Pretty sure I screwed up. Let's try it one more time there. A little bit more of the legato picking there, and then I want to go to the end because I didn't really play the little outro thing too cleanly. We're not alone. Yeah. Huh. Should not start there. Start there. hiccup there. This guitar doesn't have fret markers on the frets, it's on the sides, but like my eyes kind of line it up diagonally and I overshoot a lot of times with this one. Undershot that time. Just want a clean take of this. Nope, not that one. This part's not that hard, but when I'm recording, it's much harder. Same deal. I keep doing the same thing. I think I got it. All right. So let's open up playlist view and just kind of splice together that, look at all those takes, not this one. We're not alone. Something's weird. Oh, because it's on 11. Okay, that's why. I want this to be the main one. Alright, so I'm gonna send that up because that was okay. I'm gonna mute the guitar so you don't hear all that noise. Send this, no, that's... Send this section up. Then we'll send maybe if I can select here to here. My excuse for this one is that I'm new to playing lead guitar. I always used to just play rhythm, and I used to play lead drums. Go with that and just... Oops, not... Okay, let's just listen. Let's solo it, actually. I want to hear it. Be cool if I could hear it, but I soloed the DI, so that's probably why I can't hear it. So let's just listen to this and... right, so that sounds okay for this. I'll go with that. Got this big old rainbow of takes. Gonna hide that away. And I'm gonna move over to the closed back headphones and we're gonna start doing some vocals. All right, now I have to make sure that I can hear my own voice. Can I hear my voice? Not really. Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong thing. Can I hear my voice? Like, I'm sure you guys can hear my voice because I've got a ton of compression on it for OBS, but for my monitor, all right, let me see. All right, that seems like a good level for me. Again, I'm talking to myself right now because you can't hear my monitor mix. If I stare into the moonlit sky. Right. Sounds good. All right. I'd be happy, so very happy. So these vocals are all gonna go bye-bye. Just select all, delete. Not warmed up, so yeah, but just gonna start make a new take because I always I want to have a comp track as my main track. All right, let's turn on the click track. If I were to look into the sky tonight, If I were to look into the sky tonight. If I were to look into If I were to look into the sky tonight. If I were to look into the sky tonight, the moon and stars are what I'd see. All right. Let's arm record. Oh man, I can hear doubles. Okay. If I were to look into the sky tonight, the moon and stars are what I'd see. No, I need to... Diction is important. It's not stars, it's stars. Yeah, charge your phone, Nick. That's fine. If I were to look into the sky tonight, the moon and stars are what Diction, need to say stars and not stars. It's that New Englander accent coming through. If I were to look into the sky tonight, the moon and stars are what I'd see. But then I'd wonder for a moment, what could be there looking back at me? And I'd be happy. Okay, that was pretty bad at the end right there, but I think that might be a decent start. Let's start there and keep going. And I'd be happy. And I'd be happy. Again, just not warmed up yet. And I'd be happy happy, so very happy just to know. We're not alone. Is that clipping or is that just the zoom level on here? Because sometimes this mic will clip when it's not really clipping. Let's listen to it. I'd be happy, so very happy just to Rhythm is off, I think, because the latency compensation is not working. If I were to look into the sky, I bet if I go in here and I do switch to samples, if I change the length of this by 1024 and then I go to shuffle and I delete that, I bet it'll be a lot more on time. If I were to look into the sky tonight. So it's off by my the moon and stars latency. Are what I'd see. That's always a little annoying, but then I'd wonder for a moment. I'm gonna put it back for now because everything's gonna be off by the same amount, so I'd rather just do it at the beginning rather than go through each section. I'd be happy, so very happy just to know. Or actually, I think in Pro Tools I can. We're not alone. So I wonder if I go into, where's my vocal track? If I can go into here. Can I just do that? If I can just do that, then. Looking back at me. If I were to look into the sky tonight. And I think that's more on rhythm. And I'd be happy, so very happy just to... I do want to just redo that though, anyway. And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know. And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know. And I'd be happy, so very happy just, and I'd be happy, so very happy just. I'll get it. Very happy just, be just. I'd be happy, so very happy just to know. Switch back to bars and beats. There's no record enabled tracks. Now there is. And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know. We're not alone. Just listen to that real quick, make sure it's in time. All the buttons I don't want to click, I want to click that one. And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know. We're not alone. Alright, cool. Let's go to... So I'm going to sing through the whole song a couple times. You know, I'll just do it section by section instead of doing the whole thing and going back through. New. I again, I like to have a few takes to kind of splice between. If I were to look into the sky tonight, the moon and stars are what I'd see. But then I'd wonder for a moment, what could be there looking back at me? And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know we're not alone. A couple stale notes in there, but that's, you know, like I said, like if I have a bunch of takes that I can kind of pick pieces out of, then I won't use those bad notes and I'll use the takes where I sing them correctly. If I were to look into the sky tonight, the moon and stars are what I'd see. But then I'd wonder for a moment, what could be there looking back at me? And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know we're not alone. Let me mute my fan here. Or not mute. See, that's one thing that home studios have trouble with, is computers get hot, laptops get hot, and they have fans that go whir, and when they do that, it kind of seeps into the microphone a little bit. All right, verse 2. I'm going to go up to take 1. I'm going to go here and... Is everything underneath this moonlit sky? No, it's supposed to be a semitone lower than that. Is everything underneath this moonlit sky? Is everything underneath this moonlit sky really the only world I'll see? There's got to be something else out there. If someone's out there looking back at me, then tell me we're not alone in the universe, oh no. Are we all alone? Right, not too terrible. I think my chair is squeaky, so I should probably stop moving in it. So that's just more stuff that I need to pull out with RX later. Snap to grid too, so I got a nice even starting spot. Is everything underneath this moonlit sky really the only world I'll see? There's got to be something else out there. If someone's out there looking back at me, then tell me we're not alone in the universe, oh no. Are we all alone? go to the third take, and then we'll move on to the next section, which the vocals will actually be doubled. So that means you gotta hear me sing the same thing like 6 times. Is everything underneath this moonlit sky? I think that's the wrong note. Moonlit sky. I'm gonna turn up the backtrack a little bit so I can hear it better. Is everything underneath this moonlit sky? Sky. I think wrong note again. Gotta be picky about that. Is everything underneath this moonlit sky really the only world I'll see? There's got to be something else out there. If someone's out there looking back at me, then tell me we're not alone in the universe, oh no. Are we all alone? All right, go to the... So this is the part I actually always forget my own lyrics to it, because when I wrote this part, this was like the part that I added when I kind of recorded it at college, and I wrote this part, but I didn't have lyrics for it. And the day that we were going to record it, I wrote the lyrics in a class before the recording session. So they're not terrible words, but I never really memorized them. I think I've got it more or less now, though. So, also, this is studio tracking. I can try it as many times as I want. All right. Let's start tracking right there. And if I stare into the moonlit sky, wonder where I am tonight, will I see anything? And if I call into the endless sea and listen for eternity, will I hear another voice? Maybe I will never hear a thing. And if I stare into the moonlit skies or fall into a dream tonight, will I hear? Let's try that part. Let's try that one section again. If I stare into the moonlit skies or fall into a dream tonight, will I see anything? If I stare into the moonlit skies. All right, that's take 1, track 1. Now we do it 2 more times for that, and then 3 more times for the other. And if I stare into the moonlit skies, I wonder where I am tonight, will I see anything? And if I call into the endless sea and listen for eternity, will I hear another voice? Maybe I will never hear a thing. And if I stare into the moonlit sky and fall into a dream tonight, will I see anything? If If I stare into the moonlit skies. I need a little bit more conviction on what I'm saying there. I think there's some words that I blur a little bit. So if I stare into moonlit skies and wonder where I am tonight, will I see? And if I call into the endless sea and listen for eternity, will I hear another voice? If I stare into the moonlit sky or fall into a dream tonight. So, or I need to get my ands and ors right. If I stare into the moonlit skies and wonder where I am tonight, will I hear anything? Wrong word. Should be see. If I stare into the moonlit skies and fall into... That's the wrong section. If I stare into the endless... What am I doing? I'm like forgetting the words more as I go. And if I stare into the endless... If I stare into the moonlit skies, that's the words. If I stare into the moonlit skies and fall into it. Okay. Endless, no. Moonlit skies, wonder where I am. Alright, let's do this. If I stare into the moonlit skies and wonder where I am tonight, will I see anything? And if I call into the endless seas and listen to eternity. So listen for eternity. One more try. If I stare into the moonlit skies and wonder where I am tonight, will I see anything? And if I call into the endless sea and listen for eternity, will I hear another voice? Maybe I will never hear a thing. And if I call into the boo, I guess I'm gonna do that there. If I stare in. No, I think I say lead in with and for that one though. Maybe I won't though. If I stare into the moonlit skies or fall into a dream tonight, will I see anything? If I stare... Let's just fix that part. It's gonna be a little Frankenstein take here. If I stare into the moonlit skies. Alright. So I'll probably, for now, focus on take one. And now we're going to go do the doubles, so bear with me. Let's listen to it a couple more times. And if I stare into the moon... So I do lead in with and there. I'm not going to start with and though. I'm going to use a take where I don't start with and. If I stare into the moonlit skies and wonder where I am tonight, will I see anything? And if I call into the endless seas skies and listen for eternity? Will I hear another voice? Maybe I will never hear a thing. And if I stare into the moonlit skies or fall into a dream tonight, will I see anything? Will I marry Boo-Bamba? If I stare into the moonlit skies. Okay, great. No mistakes there. Oh, wait. I got stuff on the wrong spot. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. All right. Take 2. If I stare into the moonlit skies and wonder where I am tonight, will I see anything? And if I call into the endless sea or listen... No. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'm just lazy. We'll do the lazy way. But actually start singing when it's time. If I, and if I, and if I... And if I call into the endless sea and listen for eternity, will I hear another voice? Maybe I will never hear a thing. If I call into... No. Jeez. I am on a roll today. If I stare into the moonlit sky. That's a weird squeak on my voice there. If I stare into the moonlit skies and fall into a dream tonight, will I see anything? If I stare into the moonlit skies. And one more time. If I stare into the moonlit sky, wonder where I am tonight, will I see anything? And if I call into eternity... No. And if I call into the endless sea... And if I call into the endless sea and listen for eternity, will I hear another voice? Maybe I will never hear a thing. If I stare into the moonlit skies or fall into a dream tonight, will I see anything? If I stare into the moonlit skies. Alright, that's 3 takes. Just do a quick listen. It's not going to be balanced well, so just see what that does. If I stare into the moonlit sky, wonder where I am tonight, will I see anything? And if I call into the endless sea and listen for eternity, will I hear another voice? Let's go to the dog. Maybe I will never hear a thing. stare into the moonlit skies or fall into a dream tonight, will I see anything? If I stare into the moonlit skies. Something gross going on there, but nothing a little splicing and maybe a little melodyne can't fix. Alright, and then a final I'd be happy. Welcome back, Nick. Just doing a little bit more vocals here. And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know No, I wouldn't be happy to know that we're all alone. I want to know we're not alone. And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know we're not alone. Okay, so let's, yeah, just do a couple takes of that. And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know we're not alone. Okay, good. One more time here. And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know we're not alone. Okay, all of those felt pretty okay. And then there's a little section in here. Right there. We're not alone. No, we're not alone. The guitar solo is a little distracting there, so I'm gonna get rid of that for now. Let's do take two. We're not alone. No, we're not alone. Let's see if that is that supposed to be that note. Let's do a little experiment real quick. I'm gonna stick melodyne on here and see if that's actually the note that I want, because sometimes I can't find the right note because I'm not a good singer. So shrink this a little bit. It's a bit wide. It's very wrong. All right, let's see. Let's see if that's the right pitch.
No, we're not alone.
No, it doesn't want to be B. So many like key changes. Well, what chord is it that I'm playing there? It's a C sharp, I think. Is it? No, it's a C natural. So I want to go, like, I want to sing a note that's higher than that. We're all alone. So actually, I'm just gonna, gonna get rid of Melodyne, because now I know what it's supposed to sound like. No. Didn't record enable it.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
I think that might be it. Maybe. Is that the right note? Yep, that's it. That's the note that I want. So let's do a take 2. Mute that.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
The reason it's so hard to find it because when I wrote this, it was just, you know, didn't know anything about music, just me smashing buttons in front of a computer and things happened. So every like 2 chords is a modulation, or not really a modulation, but like, you know, modal, what is it? Modal interchange.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
Dig it. Okay. Let's just do the same thing on the double. I'm gonna make some harmonies though too, I think. Yeah, I still want that muted though.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
It's also why it was so hard to come up with the right notes in the solo, because it's just always wrong. You can't just like solo over B.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
Good. And once again.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone. We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
So now I will, let's see. Hey, Murky. It's all right. I'll probably be going for another 40 minutes ish. But yeah, feel free to come and go whenever. So right now, duplicate. I'm going to try to come up with some harmonies, and I am pretty bad at doing that sometimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cheat and do it with Melodyne first, and then kind of try to actually sing it after. But I didn't actually want to save all the playlists. Yeah, I'm just gonna, can I undo that I duplicated this? I'm just gonna delete this. And hopefully it doesn't delete the other one too. Okay, it did not. So I want to duplicate everything except for the playlist. So playlist, no, active playlist. I will do that. No automation. Inserts. And not group assignments. All right, so just call this harmony 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick Melodyne on here, and then I'm just going to duplicate this track like 2 more times, maybe, or 3 more times. Other. And then I think if I do that, Melodyne will also duplicate with it with all the same stuff in it.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
Hey, my voice was, I was pretty close with the vocals. Like, that's good, right? Just a little. Like this one went a little sharp, but.
We're not.
So what I'm gonna do. Duplicate 3 times. So I'll just throw that. Not gonna bother with that. I'll just do the insert. I'm gonna mute them for now. So let's pick, and let's pan them around. Let's pan them every which way. Whatever, they're not named. 2, 3. Let's pan these 2 this way. No, these 2 that way. These 2 this way. Yeah.
We're not.
All right. We're not. So let's see. And actually, one thing that I like to do when I'm just like when I'm trying to design the harmonies, I'll just do like extreme pitch correction on everything. So get rid of all the pitch modulation, 0. Just make it sound nice and robotic. Pitch drift, let's put that at 0 as well. And is there a pitch correct? I think there is. Macros, correct pitch. Pitch center, 100%. All right. So let's get.
We're not alone.
It's pretty quiet, so maybe I will just crank their volume. This isn't really what I would like to do, but
No, we're not alone.
all right, let's see.
We're not alone.
We're not alone. I would like to change the notes here. Oh, right. That's because I have the wrong tool selected.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone. No, we're not alone. No, we're not alone. No, we're not alone.
It's a juicy harmony. Maybe it's a little too.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone. We're not alone. No, we're not
There's a weird thing at the beginning and end of those notes, but that's fine.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
I don't really know why it does that. Whatever, not a big deal. Maybe I should duplicate that harmony on the other side. So harmony 2. We'll do harmony 3. Harmony 3. All right, same kind of deal. I think the vocals are captured there. Macros, pitch center, pitch drift, and pitch modulation also 0.
We're not
All right, take it easy, Nick. Oops, accidentally selected that note with it.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone. No, we're not alone.
So I'm going to change the formant a little bit. Let's cat synth. Is there a cat synth? Oh, what's that? I don't know. There's some things in Melodyne that I don't really know how to use. Let's make it slightly sharp and then just play with the start times a little bit. Oops. Just add, because it's right now it goes mono because it's basically doing the exact same thing on both sides. Very, very slight changes though.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone. We're not alone.
Well, these harmonies won't be done in Melodyne in the end anyways, but it's definitely something I'd be open to playing around with at some point. I like interesting new things, and that sounds like an interesting thing.
We're not alone. No, we're not.
Okay. Now a lower harmony. Check that out in a minute. Let me just try to get some harmonies dialed in before I record them, and then I'll check that YouTube video. We're not alone. What was the note I used in the other one? Am I just doing octaves? C. That was a C flat. What do I do in here? It's a G flat. Okay, so C. I got a major triad here, so that's fine. Good with that. Or not? Is it a major? Yeah, I think it's major. Oh yeah, and I also want to 0 0 0 macros correct pitch. Because I could just do this.
No, we're not alone. No,
I think I like it going up though, a little bit of counterpoint.
we're not alone. No,
This should be a minor second.
we're not alone. No, we're not alone.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
That's definitely a diminished.
No, we're not alone.
see. Alright, I can do that. I wonder if I can just like, yeah, whatever. Just gonna copy this into the other one more or less. What was the key to have two things up at the same time? This. Zero. Zero. You know, I won't correct the pitch there. So we'll put all of these. We're not alone. A flat. All right, let's unmute that, pan the other one. Just see if it sounds cool or not.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
I like it. All right. Those will be the harmonies that I record. So I'll probably just record them in a second. But first, I will check out your YouTube link. Is there anything copyrighted in it that could potentially lead to Twitch yelling at me? Because I don't have to have the audio go through. Yeah, I'll just do it silently just in case. Cat synth. Oh. The narration here is pretty top notch. That's not a nice purr. That doesn't sounds like a This is reminding me of this this tape that I used to have when I was a little kid. That was like it was called Jingle Cats, and it was Christmas songs, but entirely with cat meows playing the melodies. And my parents hated it for some reason, but I always wanted to listen to it. And somehow the tape just disappeared one day. Well, that's an interesting synthesizer. I I'm assuming it's possible to buy. Is it out to lunch? These are expensive. This is legit equipment. They don't have it for sale anymore, though, unfortunately. At least as far as I can tell. All right, let's try to get some vocals in here.
We're not
So let me see what that.
alone. No, we're not alone. No, we're not alone.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone. All right, so let's make that inactive. We're not alone. We're not alone. No, we're not alone. And I'm not going to do a whole bunch of takes for this. I'm just going to do one for each. I am going to mute the other vocal tracks though, because they might distract me a little bit.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
I didn't mute the other melodines, so let's go ahead and do that too, because otherwise it's going to be a little bit tricky. Gonna try one more time because I ran out of breath towards the end there. Okay, gonna do harmony 3 now. Changed my timbre halfway through, so I should probably redo that. One more time. I need to work on my breathing. Good enough. All right, now let me remind myself what harmony 2 sounded like.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
We're
not alone. No, we're not alone.
we're not alone. No, we're not alone. Okay. Let's go.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
Pitch change was a little off there. Alone. So there's that. I think that one was okay. So now just one more harmony and then we'll turn it on and see what it sounds like.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
All right, moment of truth.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
Cool. Let me listen one more time, a little more quiet.
We're not alone. No, we're not alone.
I like it. Okay.
We're not alone. No, we're not
All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play through the whole track. You know, I haven't picked like my favorite takes or anything yet, but I'm just going to play through the whole track, and then we're just going to go into the Game Boy emulator and get the next song ready to record, but not going to do any recording on it just yet. So I'm going to mute my mic so that I can listen over the speakers. And yeah, hopefully it sounds cool.
If I were to look into the sky tonight, the moon and stars are what I'd see. But then I'd wonder for a moment, what could be there looking back at me? And I'd be happy, so very happy just to know we're not Is everything underneath this moonlit sky really the only world I'll see? There's got to be something else out there. If someone's out there looking back at me, then tell me we're not alone in the universe, oh no. Are we all If I stare into the moonlit skies and wonder where I am tonight, will I see anything? And if I call into the endless sea and listen for eternity, will I hear another voice? Maybe I will never hear a thing. If I stare into the moonlit skies stars or fall into a dream tonight? Will I see anything? If I stare into the moonlit skies, and I'd be happy, so very happy just to know we're not alone. We're not alone. No, we're not
All right. There was a weird crackling thing going on. I don't know if you heard that too, or if that was just on my end. But what is that crackling? I'm not sure. Do you hear it, or is that just whatever? Yeah, I have two outputs, so it might be doing some weird. Wonder if it's got to do with. Well, let me just do no insert on all of these things because they might be taking up a bit of memory. Not sure. Either way, it's not a huge deal. I think I might just need to change the sample rate. Yeah, that was fine. Yeah, another thing that I'm going to try to experiment with a little bit when I get time. I tried it a little bit right here. I actually used the DI track that I did for the solo before, so I updated the solo today. But tried reamping it through my Mesa Boogie. I didn't put any overdrive on it, so the tone's a little crud. But I want to try to actually use the Mesa Boogie because I got it. Give you a real quick tour too of the new setup. So because I did change stuff, I'm not in the same room, so I got guitars right there if I need it, drum kit that I can actually play on again for real. Then I've got the Mesa Boogie here with the mic, got some of my guitar cases for the guitars that I use the most, and MIDI keyboard that I don't know how to play, desktop, MacBook, screen, other camera, and I'm using a Focus right now instead of just the audio box, so I can record the drums and actually like multi-track everything. So it's a much better setup for recording for the little while that I'll be able to do this. All right, so like I said, the last thing that I would like to do, I'm just going to save this project. Pretty happy with how it's going so far. Didn't need to do anything in Helix today. So I'm going to open up When the Lights Go Dim and just play through it, because I actually already did do the multi-track for it for when I did the video, but let's just listen to it. I don't know if I can sing along. I think my voice is a little shot, but it's a cool one. Maybe when the light and the whole world fades away. Man, did I like forget all the words to my own song? You probably can't hear anything anyways, because I didn't do the thing that I have to do. Screen audio focus right. Yeah, I always forget to do that. Think it should work now though. Maybe when the ice comes and the oceans freeze and the whole world splits in two. Little change in the modes. I think this is the 5th mode of harmonic minor. Had to sing the guitar solo. And a lot of this stuff, like there's a lot of subtleties that you miss out on once you start layering guitars into it, because guitars are loud, especially when you put distortion on them. They take up like the whole frequency band. everything will be okay. Open your eyes to make the nightmares go away. They couldn't hurt you anyway, you know. And every time we wake, a dream must go. And maybe we will come to find we've lived our lives, we've wasted all our time. And all the time that's left, we'll waste it too. Until the sun burns out, we'll be fine. And everything will be okay. Just learn a place to keep the bad thoughts locked away. It never mattered anyway, so I will dream until the stars fall from the sky. In fact, I played that on guitar at some point, that do-do-do-do-do, but it was too hard to get right. Finally find some peace of mind. So that'll be what I'll be working on tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Like I said, I already kind of recorded the audio. But yeah, I had like that arpeggio figured out. It was too hard for me to get consistent. So I just didn't play it on guitar and I just put it on the synthesizer because lazy. It's like the last two chords, it was just, instead of being like do 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 do, it was like do 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 do. Way too much gain on that anyways. Alright, so I think the last thing that I will do today is I am going to make a new Pro Tools session and get it set up with the song stuff. And since I've changed over to the Focusrite for recording, I have to change the inputs. So I'm going to do a create. I'm going to call it when the lights go dim. Do it from a chiptunes. Yeah. So this is basically created off of the Alone in the Universe thing. But what I need to do is just change some stuff over. My inputs aren't labeled. I might, can I just like dealing with the IO stuff in Pro Tools is never fun. You got all this mess here with it's unnamed and, okay. Real quick, what I gotta do is When the legs go Jim. All right. Recent. I'll save it for now. Not that I did anything, but just to make sure that there's something in there. Soundflower could not be mapped out to Soundflower. I know why, because I have that as my screen audio thing. And it can't use the same thing twice. Everything's gotta be complicated. Technology never works right the first time. It's a thing, it can't be recursive. It won't let me be recursive. I can't. I just can't. All right, recent. Alone in the universe. So I can get my IO settings because it's just like a pain to go in and name everything again. More of a pain than opening and closing the same project over and over again. Oh no. Why? So it just did it really do this to me? Did it really do that? I think it really did that to me. All right. Let's find out if it really did that to me. So you can see here everything got grayed out. I bet it changed something. No, it didn't. I mean, I didn't do anything to the session, but pretty much it knows all of these inputs exist, but it doesn't know where they exist anymore, I guess. Nothing actually changed either. Oh well. All right, I'm just gonna ignore that though and still going to do that. Maybe I'll reopen this and it won't be a problem again. Basically, the thing that I would like to do, I think this one's at 125 BPM. I don't need that many measures of lead in. Pro Tools, let's... No, I don't want to do that. Import audio. All these clearly labeled. I actually labeled all of the audio. I'm glad I did that. Right, because I needed to do that for when I made the visualization. So let's convert. let it do its thing. Takes a minute again because it's converting the sample rate of 4 audio files that are each 5 minutes long, so it's a bunch of data. Let's see if I can get this before it goes. Probably not. I think I started too late. What am I doing? I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, it's the 48K session. Just gives me a little bit more headroom as far as anti-aliasing filters and all that stuff goes. Once you convert everything back to 44.1 16-bit audio, though, it is lossless, so you'll be good. Put them in the clip list. Get that in there. It's very loud. Where's my mixer? Just turn down the Game Boys for now. I don't use the ADAT though. I've just got the 8 inputs physically. I mean, for the purposes of this, I only use the vocal, one for vocal and one for guitar. Actually, no, I don't use. I use the Helix directly for the guitar. So. Okay, so let's line this up. So that one should be lined up, and then let's. And I'll probably get rid of the noise count in. Because I don't need it. I use that to kind of time when I come in for like the little live-ish version. Yeah. Make sure everything's all synced up. You can kind of see with the stereo tracks my little trick to make it sound more stereo on the kick drum and the hi-hat. Pretty much you can see right here there's a little bit of silence on one channel, and then there's a little silence on the other channel on the noise. So basically I did that just for like the first tick, panned only to one side, one on the noise, one on the actual body of the kick, and that made it sound stereo. So feel like just solo this. And I also need to solo other stuff, probably this. Oh, no, I need to solo the this. So you can hear like so if I, why doesn't it loop? It's supposed to loop. Maybe it's too short to loop. But you can hear that little that trick there with that, and then if I just did the wave channel. Oh, you can't hear anything, can you? Because my inputs got all screwed up. I need to see if I can figure out which one. I think 9 and 10. Yeah. Now I can't hear it, but I think you can. But yeah, it's just like a little trick to make it work. Yeah, I can't hear anything at all on my end. Probably because that's solo. I don't know. I'll figure out what's going on with like everything. Oh, because it's going out to 1 and 2, and I think, is it 11 and 12 that's the actual output that I want? Yes, it is. Oh yeah, you can change. I changed the wave shape to sound like I kicked on some distortion there on the bass. I don't think I left it on the whole rest of the time though. I think it goes back to normal. Yeah, right there. That sounds so. Oh, I have like one note. Whatever. Nobody will notice that. Why do I have one note that's like distorted? That's what happens when I like get careless through a long project, because these like those like Game Boy files are really pretty hard to make. It takes a long time to kind of manually go in and type in every note. And you can hear like it, you don't notice it when the whole track's playing, how like janky the bass sounds, because I have to use the same channel for the kick sound. It's like, it sounds pretty janky like that, but when you play it with everything else, you don't even notice that. And I learned how to play this today on the real drums, and it was fun to do that. right, but I'll save that at that. Make sure I actually unsolo that so I don't get confused the next time I come back in. I'll try to figure out what's wrong with all the inputs because I don't like that it kind of decided not to. It's like it shuffled them around or something weird. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again, and I'll be on tomorrow 9 p.m. Eastern time. Recording probably guitar for that one, so I'll be using the green telly with the rosewood neck. And yeah, should be fun. Right, take it easy, have a good night, and yeah, thanks for stopping by.